Good afternoon, everyone. It is September the 18th, 2025. The next video I'm going to put up is a follow-up to the previous video on our Prime Minister's announcement on crackdown on crime and what the Liberals are going to be putting in on our into Parliament there in the next few weeks. And there's great debate on it. How is this going to work? Is it going to work? There's people for it, people against it. Of course, that always happens with politicians when they put out something new. I see most of it as a good thing. I understand where some people are convinced that it's not as good, so there's always two sides of the story. I know one of the ones that they're worried about the worst is it's always in Canada, you're innocent, and then it's up to the Crown to prove you innocent. But now it sounds like it's on the onus of the criminal to prove why they're not going to, if they are released on bail, why they're not going to be a danger to the public. So it's the onus on them. So it's kind of making it look like they are guilty and they have to prove that they are not guilty. So I can kind of understand that. But the big thing is because all these criminals have gone wild on the streets, and they've brought this on themselves, but they've also brought it on the rest of us that are law-abiding citizens, unfortunately. So there's going to be a great deal of debate on this, and I can see this coming up, even once the bill is put into Parliament there in the next few weeks. There will be debate before it's passed or not passed, or certain things may have to be amended before it can be passed. But it's been like this always through the last number of years on criminals and that, what's good, what isn't good. Everything our politicians do, it always seems to somehow backfire in some way. One government, say the Liberals will get in one year, they'll put things forward that they think is very good, that passes, and then, next election, all of a sudden we have the Conservatives in, and then they just knock everything out and say, we're going to start from scratch again. So it's just a tit for tat. It's just never, it almost seems like things never get done is what the problem is here, because the politicians want to do what they want to do and they don't want to listen to the people. Now, I think the government this time is starting to listen to the people. Our police departments are starting to say this and say this. It's going to be very good, I believe. Part of this is because of the fact that after the pandemic was lifted, we were short on people. And one of the big things that we're short on, too, is not only people for across our country for various jobs. Some of the biggest ones are recruitment is down for the police officers. Now, that's getting to be, of course, a more dangerous job than it ever was when my first husband was a police officer. It's got a lot more dangerous. And the same thing, with the world getting more dangerous, the recruitment's down for our army as well. So I think this will be a really good boost for the RCMP to have that extra 1,000 police officers to be put in place and recruited. And because I can see it, because this will give the older, more experienced officers that are going up through the ranks that know these criminal organizations, know these gangs and that, are not free because they have other regular duties where they can go up the line, be promoted in a position where they're going to be able to go behind the scenes and start fighting the problems that we're actually having, while the young recruits and that will be filling in the lower jobs and then working their way up through the ranks, where I can see this. That is not a bad thing. That's a good thing, that we need more young people, and certainly young people that are definitely able to use the modern technology that we have. That's good, because there's, like I said, there's fraud. We need people in fraud. We're getting overwhelmed because the criminals are getting ahead of us and we're falling behind. So we have to take some necessary steps forward. And this, to me, is a very necessary step. Because, like I said, this is how they do it. They go through the ranks. They get their experience. They know how to deal with people, the officers, as they go through up through the ranks. And I think this is going to be a very, very good thing. And I think if they can put them in positions to these experienced officers in better positions to fight the situation, and the border security, for example, is coming in. They jobs behind that are stopping these cartels or whatever that are invading our country, and the bad guys. That's basically, of course, that was always what I was used as a child. Oh yeah, you're either the crook or the bad guy, or you're the good guy. So whichever, and as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, you're supposed to be innocent before you're proven guilty. So there's a lot of things that are happening right now, and we have to watch. We have to be alert to what's going on, for certain. But I do think that this is a step in the right direction. We have to build up our security forces, no matter what, to keep our sovereignty. Sovereignty? Oh my goodness. I'm having fun today. I'm tripping over my tongue again. But at least I'm not AI, and at least I'm definitely human when I can trip over my own tongue. So I'm going to leave it there, everyone, today, and I hope you enjoy the video. And take care, be safe, watch your surroundings, and we'll talk again soon. And bye-bye.